So, even though Deadlock is in its playtesting phase, mods are already very popular and the modding community is as alive as ever, with great mods like sound mods that change the theme of a sound effect or an ultimate to something else, or mods that change the character models entirely. Mods like the G-Man mod, which is fantastic and looks amazing, and that mod made by Grailgen, no idea if that's how to pronounce, but yeah. And of course, many other mods that you can find on Game Banana, or the Deadlock mod manager. But recently, a mod came out that got most of the community very angry. One that is locked behind a paywall. This obviously sparked a whole big discussion on the legality, ethics, morality of it. Is it a good thing? Is it a bad thing? And that's what we're going to talk about today. The reason why I'm making this video is not to farm drama. This is to give my own insight and opinion in hopes to educate people on why this is considered a bad thing, and why locking your mod behind a paywall is gonna do way more bad than good. Yippee. Now the mod I'm talking about is the Warden redesign mod, a concept that started by the artist Dragon Rolls, the same artist behind the Rat King concept art, which by the way is amazing and you should follow the artist because they're amazing. Then two people who got inspired by that design wanted to bring it to life. I will not mention their names because I think they already got the message and opinions of loads of people that think that this is a bad thing. So I don't think me putting their names out there is gonna do any good for anyone. So yeah. And if you do find them, please keep your opinions critical, not personal. Now the skin they've made is very good, it's fantastic, way better than the original design, which I think already is going to be redesigned by Valve themselves. Regardless, it gives Warden this amazing silhouette with the cape and it makes more sense to his lore. They clearly put a lot of passion into this mod. The price tag though, when it got first revealed, it was released with a $20 price tag for a model mod. Now yes, they put a lot of work into this, hours into this, but you have to remember something. Mods, and especially skin type mods that change the whole model, are prone to break. A patch could come tomorrow and break it. Now they did state that they will be constantly updating it if it ever breaks, but there's still the risk that it could be forgotten about later on, or just unfixed for a couple of weeks because they got busy or whatever. We don't know you. At the end of the day, I think when someone purchases a product, they should always have that product available to them. And if you can't guarantee it, then you shouldn't sell it. Another issue is the legality of it. When you're making a product for an IP that you do not own, you're opening yourself for risk of being sued or the thing being taken down. Now, Valve never sued anyone to my knowledge or research, but it's still a risk that this could happen still. Things change all the time, rules change all the time, regulations change all the time, and you never know. But it just poses a risk to modding in general. If someone made a paid mod of an IP of another genre or another game, like say Mario, I don't know, I'm just making an example. Mario comes in as a mod and it's paid mod and people paid for it. This just makes so much tension for the modder community between two big companies that could fight each other over it. And this literally could ruin modding. Modding is a fantastic way for a community to share stuff with each other, just out of love. It being free means that anyone can indulge in it. When you put money into the conversation, then it becomes all about profits. And with that, we open the door to those who only see it as a market, something to profit from, not something to make for fun or for others to enjoy or to give to the community. It just becomes soulless, man. Whenever you add money to stuff, it just becomes soulless. Now yes, you've worked hard on this mod, you put hours into it, you want to be paid, but the long-term effects will kill what you're making. Mods are not products, they should not be products. See modding as like a wall that anyone can draw on, anyone can paint, anyone can put whatever they want on it, and everyone can enjoy it without fear of being held accountable for like, oh, this is low standards, it doesn't match the price, this is too expensive for its quality. Like, these things are just awful, man. The biggest mods out there are free. The Resident Evil 4 HD project that took around 8 years to make. There's a whole video covering the tedious work that one or a couple of people put so much of their life, of their own free time, into making, and they release it for free. There you go. Download the file. It's all to you. Enjoy it. I love this game. You love this game. Let's share this love together. That's it. There's also other mod expansions for Half-Life or Skyrim that you can just swim into the atmosphere of just so many people being so creative and just releasing it for free. A lot of people think some of those people deserve to be paid, and you can. 90% of the time they have a donation box that you can put money into. If you want to show appreciation, donate. If you can, of course. Now, one of the modders, the one that announced it, later reduced the price to $10. Still a lot, still shouldn't be behind a paywall, but regardless, their response to people's criticism was not the best. So they're either guilt tripping you with emotional manipulation, or being passive aggressive, or outright throwing insults, or all the above. So yeah, not good. They also recently criticized the programmer behind the Deadlock mod manager, calling them out that they use AI in their code and that they are not even hiding it. But we need to seriously educate people on this buzzword that is AI and what is it exactly. But first, how about a change in scenery? I need to work on my movement. Oh. AI has always existed. The enemies you fight in old games are literally called enemy AI. The NPCs are also AI. Ooh. Thank you, Professor. The name AI has become such a buzzword slop that you just slap on anything and just call smart and techie. It became popular because it proved that works. I can carry a calculator and nobody will bat an eye. But then call it AI-powered mathematics. And every tech geek who thinks they're a tech geek, but they actually don't know anything about tech, they just want to sound smart, salivate. It is just a word now that's manufactured to make profit. There are many products out there that could have been called AI or AI powered to sell more if it was sold now in our modern time, and it would have gotten away with it, because AI can literally mean a lot of things. Now, before anyone claims you don't know anything about AI. Half of my BA years in university were around the topic of AI, mostly generative AI. I made tons of presentations and essays speaking out against and being critical of AI, trying as hard as I can to educate people on its dangers. Most of my peers used Gen AI. Most of my tutors used AI in my art university. Yeah. I've experienced firsthand the difficulties and marks taken away from my essays because of my criticism of AI. Because my ethics and morals around it are very different, clearly, from most of the tutors that have marked me. You're one-sided in your statements, they said. Even though I showed the good side and bad side of it, but that's a story for another day. Now, there's a big difference between what type of AI we are talking about. Generative AI should always be abolished, 100%, period. Using AI for coding, on the other hand, that's completely fine. For purposes of making your life easier, to do tedious tasks that don't take any creative liberty or add anything creative to it, yeah, why not? It makes your life easier. It's just doing something tedious that doesn't have any creative input and doesn't require it. And that's 100% what AI should be used for, assisting you in something that doesn't have anything creative added to it. It's not going to be creative for you, it's just assisting you get there. If it has no bearing on quality, it is okay. And that's what this person is calling garbage slop. They are completely missing the point on why people hate AI. They're blindly attacking someone they do not know, calling their work garbage, without proper knowledge of what they're talking about. And if you say the mod manager has issues or is not good, by all means, don't use it. Say, hey, this has an issue here or there, but going as far to attack someone on a personal level, and you can just tell people to not use the mod manager to download your mod. Simple. You don't have to attack people. I don't know why they found it necessary to call them an idiot. But they did do something to be commended, and I do respect it. They made their own mod manager. I haven't used it. I don't know how it works. Regardless, they didn't like something, and they did something about it. And that I respect. And yeah, it seems that the other modder, the one who made the model and texture, remain to themselves, and they have expressed desires to make the mod into donations only, and yeah, basically make it free. They then relinquished all rights and control of the mod, giving it to the other modder we were talking about. I wish them the best and hope that everything goes well for them. Again, don't go throwing more oil to the fire. This was just for educational purposes in the name of keeping the modding community a place where people can just make things for the sake of it and because they love it, not profits. And always remember, if you love a mod and you're able to, donate. Show appreciation. So yeah, hope you learned something today, and yeah, that's all. Bye bye!